Hi, I'm Dr. Stacy Shillington. Welcome to my video today. Today I am talking about seed cycling and hormonal balance. A little background on this. So in my program, I work with a lot of women, and women are all on a clear skin journey. And one of the main questions a lot of people ask coming into the group is, how can I solve my hormonal acne? Because there's so much hormonal acne out there, and you can recognize hormonal acne because it typically comes up around the jawline and the neck. It's deep, it's cystic, and hormonal acne also tends to show itself the week right before your period or just when you get your period. So hormonal acne is rampant. I'm sure many of you that have acne out there have hormonal acne. And so of course, people want to know how to solve their hormonal acne. And many women think that the proper way to address it is to get their hormones tested, see how their hormones are out of balance, and heal their hormones depending on what the results indicate. And to be honest, I practiced like that for years. I did expensive salivary and urine hormone testing with my patients. I would see that typically their estrogen was high, their progesterone was low. That was the typical imbalance. I mean, 90% of the time. Androgens might be high, or they might be really low because they're converting really quickly to DHT, dihydroxytestosterone. So, I would always see those patterns, and then I would treat the hormones using specific herbs that would, decrease estrogen, increase progesterone, decrease testosterone. Sometimes that worked, sometimes it didn't. And it didn't solve the problem for good. Often, women would have to be on specific herbs or supplements forever in order to maintain a very, very delicate balance. So I did that for years. That's what a lot of women expect that they have to do in order to balance their hormones. But years ago, I changed my focus. I mean, that's a very functional medicine approach, and I love functional medicine for many things, and I practiced it for years. But then I was like, I have to get to the root cause of the problem. Why are the hormones imbalanced anyways? I mean, your body doesn't want to have high estrogen and low progesterone. Like, let's, heal the body so that the hormones are just in balance for good, so that you don't have to keep taking herbs and supplements. So now my approach is very different. I focus on three main things, which is balancing insulin levels, supporting the liver, and also getting rid of inflammation in the gut. When those three things are addressed, the hormones naturally balance themselves out within 100 days. It's happened time and time again, and it's so exciting to do this because your body feels amazing. Not only does your skin clear up, but your entire body regulates. So this is my approach, and I do have a few tools to kind of augment this transformation that's going on in your body as you're eating differently, balancing your insulin, supporting your liver, and getting rid of the inflammation. And it's from a system called homeopathy. I don't know if many of you are familiar with it, but homeopathy is an energetic medicine. It uses the energy of certain plants, of certain minerals, of certain metals, and the vibration, the resonance of that energy actually heals your body. So I hope I explained that okay. Some homeopaths out there might be like freaking out because that's a very basic explanation. But I've been very inspired by the work of Dr. Organo. He's now passed away. He was a French doctor. He really explained homotoxicology and drainage was kind of his expertise, and drainage allows the body to release toxins and to come into balance. And I use a lot of Unda numbers. Those are drainage remedies. People in my program know that. I love them a lot. They're wondrous for the body. I also use seed cycling for my patients to help them regulate their hormones. And I'm going to explain what seed cycling is and how to use it. So, at different parts of your cycle, you take different seeds. Some seeds have more of a progesterone-like action, and some seeds have more of an estrogenic-like action. So you take those different seeds at various parts of your cycle to support what's going on. So let me explain. So day 1 of your period is your first day of bleeding. From day 1 until day 14, which is ovulation, that's called the follicular stage of your cycle. That's when the follicles are maturing in the ovary. Estrogen is the dominant hormone during that cycle. So you want to take seeds that support the estrogenic cycle. Those seeds are chia seeds, hemp seeds, and flax seeds. You want to take 2 tablespoons of these seeds, 2 tablespoons of 2 seeds. Oh gosh, that didn't make sense. So in total, you're going to do 4 tablespoons of seeds. You can mix and match the chia, the hemp, and the flax seed. Days 1 to 15 of your cycle. These seeds have an estrogenic action. They support estrogen in the body. And then from days 15, which is ovulation, until you get your period, you are going to take 4 tablespoons of either sesame, sunflower, or pumpkin seeds. These are raw, not roasted, ground up. And these seeds have more of a progesterone-like action. There's a lot of zinc in these seeds. There's tryptophan in these seeds. And these elements tend to stimulate the GABA receptors in the body, which is what progesterone does. So it helps to balance the body in that way. So I'm just going to repeat that. So days 1 to 14 of your cycle, which is the first day of bleeding until ovulation, the seeds that you take are 4 tablespoons total of hemp, chia, or flaxseed. And then from day 15 until day 28, or just before your period starts, you're going to take 4 tablespoons total of either sunflower, pumpkin seed, or sesame seeds. Ground up. You always grind up the seeds for better absorption. So that is seed cycling. Following seed cycling for 3 months will do wonders towards helping to balance your cycle. Now, something that has come up in my group is that consuming this many seeds can lead to constipation. It's been a big issue. We've had a lot of discussion about it. So I said, well, guys, okay, make sure that when you're doing seed cycling, you're drinking like 2 of these per day, because you need a lot of fluid to help move that bulk through your GI system. And so some women are doing that and they're like, Stacey, it's still not working for me. I'm still feeling constipated. And that doesn't happen for everybody. It does happen for some, and you cannot have constipation when you have acne. That is against the healing rules. So there is another system I use if seed cycling does not work for you, and that is called Organo Therapy. And this is part of the healing system that I was just describing to you, Dr. Gerard Gano, drainage, which has been very inspirational for me. And Organo Therapy is you take organs and tissues and you potentize them, which means you dilute them. So the dilution is very, very great. If you look at these medicines underneath a microscope, you actually won't find any molecules of the substance that it's made from, which sounds insane, but it is that way because it's an energetic medicine, right? So there's 4 different vials that you need. to do organo therapy to help regulate your menstrual cycle. So on day 1 of your cycle, you are going to take hypophysinum. Hypophysinum is extract of the pituitary gland. You need to take 3 pellets of these just on day 1 of your cycle, which is the first day of bleeding. The best potency to take is 7CH, and this is because it balances and normalizes the action of the pituitary gland. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one you take on day 8 of your cycle, and this is called folliculinum. You probably can't read that, but folliculinum is, and the extract is estrone. So it's actually a little bit of homeopathic estrogen that you're taking just to keep that portion of your cycle flowing well. So again, you take 3 pellets on day 7. That's it, so easy. You only have to remember to take these medicines 4 times a month. And you put 3 pellets under your tongue and let them dissolve. That way, everything is absorbed into the bloodstream right away. You don't have to worry about going down into the stomach, getting destroyed by hydrochloric acid. Not always a good idea. Okay, and then ovulation, we take 3 pellets of overinum. And this is an extract of ovary. And so this helps your ovary ovulate better. And then on day 22, you take luteinum. Again, best potency to take is 7CH. Luteinum is an extract of the corpus luteum, and the corpus luteum is a small little organ that produces progesterone. So this is organo therapy. It's very simple to take. It's very safe to take. It's not going to interact with anything because, as I said, if you look at the medicine under a microscope, there's no molecules of the active ingredients. It's all energetic, and it helps to heal the organs from any insults that may have been inflicted by toxins. So it helps to rebalance the organs, helps them to work optimally. So you can also combine seed cycling and organotherapy. That's another option as well. That's super powerful. And then you may have a question for me, and the question is, what if I don't get regular cycles? What if my cycles are all over the place? How do I know when to start taking these remedies? It's simple. If you don't have a cycle, you go with the moon, because that's actually, our bodies are supposed to follow the moon cycle. And if we spent every day outside and, got enough sunlight, looked up at the moon, got moonlight, really went with the actions of the seasons and the cycles, we would be, in that lunar cycle. So the new moon is when you take the first one, hypophysinum. And then 8 days later, you would take folliculinum. And then the full moon, you would take overinum. So the full moon, overinum, is when you're ovulating, you're fertile, things are happening. And then on day 22, lutein. That's when the corpus luteum is being developed and the progesterone is being released into your body. And we all want so much progesterone. That is actually the magical hormone that makes us look and feel wonderful. So I hope that that's helpful. That is some really powerful medicine that I just shared with you guys. You have to pay a lot of money to see a homeopath or a naturopath to get this information, and I'm sharing it with you. Totally will not interact with anything, completely safe. It will help you regulate your cycle, but you need to implement the foundations to really get health and balance your hormones. You can't just do this, but still eat a bad diet, expose yourself to tons of toxins, keep eating sugar, and expect to get good results. You need to implement the foundation so true healing occurs. And when true healing occurs, your body just, goes back into balance so quickly and so beautifully. Within 2 to 3 months, you will be a completely different person. I've seen it time and time again. I've seen within 2 to 3 months, acne goes away. So, it's a process, it's a journey, but It is so possible to get rid of your acne, and I'm here to help you if you need help, if you want a solid plan and solid strategies to get there, because that's what you need. You need a plan, and you need to know what you're doing. You don't want to experiment with your skin. You don't want to keep experiencing acne any longer, because you're just going to get more scarring, more pigmentation, and your body's going to get sicker and sicker as it progresses. So if you want to heal your acne, check out my 7-week Clear Skin program. This is a program that, you know, really delivers what you're looking for. There's a ton of support. We, you know, clear your skin from the inside out, and it's the only thing out there that that's really comprehensive. So check it out. My website is naturopathicbeauty.com. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. I give great skincare tips every single day. And if you have any questions, you know, please post them under this video. And I hope this video wasn't too long or too confusing. I hope I explained it somewhat, you know, so that you can understand it. Anyways, have a fantastic day. And here's to balanced hormones. Bye.